Welcome to the Self-Love Lifestyle Podcast. My name is Melanie Monaco, and I hold certifications in intuitive eating, integrative nutrition, feminine energy healing, yoga, and more. My mission is simple: to help women transform their bodies and lives with self-love. I've worked with women all over the world and learned a lot along the way, and I am so excited to share it all with you here. This is a wellness-centric, motivational, and transformational podcast that will give you the tools you need to cultivate more self-love through nutrition, movement, mindset, personal development, spirituality, and beyond. I'm so grateful to have you here. Now let's do this. Hello, we are back for another installment of these live videos leading up to the start of 30 Days to Healthy and Confident. And if you don't know, 30 Days to Healthy and Confident is starting at the end of this week. It's a program I created for you to help you manifest a body and life you love. And today we're going to be talking about manifesting because it's a buzzword, and some of you might know what it is, some of you might not, but it's a really wonderful way to look at cultivating your dreams and reaching your goals. And I'll talk about why it works and why I utilize it in health and wellness, which is, of course, a lot of the focus of my programs and offerings, but also things outside of that too. So we all know that your thoughts become your actions, right? You think about something that you want to do, and then you do it or don't do it. You take action based on your thoughts. And then your actions, based on what you do in your day-to-day life, then create your life, right? Thoughts, actions, your whole life. And when you want to look at manifesting, the really simple explanation is that you are changing your thoughts so that your actions start to be in alignment with what you want your life to be. And this can take time, or it can be quick. It really just depends on what you're doing and what you're working on and how many stories you have that you're telling yourself that are not in alignment with the life that you want. So, for example, if you are looking at 2020, and I'm hearing this from a lot of the women that I'm working with, or you're looking at 2020 and you want to have a body that you love. You know, you want to create a movement plan that you can follow. You want to start nourishing your body a little bit better with body nourishing foods. Then you want to start to change the way you're speaking to yourself about those kinds of things. So if you are looking at 2020 and you're like, I want to start this new program and you're doing this out of guilt and shame, then the challenge is going to be that you're coming at it from a mindset of like, oh, I'm going to punish myself through movement, or I'm going to punish myself by no longer eating sugar, chocolate, whatever it is. And that's creating a negative mindset around what you're doing and what you're working on. So then your actions are going to be based in fear and based in negativity, and that's going to create a kind of negative lifestyle for yourself, right? However, if instead you're looking at 2020 and you start to change the way you speak to yourself, and you speak to yourself as if the things that you want to manifest are already true. So you're speaking to yourself and you're like, I'm worthy of feeling confident. I'm worthy of feeling healthy. I'm worthy of, feeling light, feeling radiant. And you tell yourself those things are already true, even if you don't actually feel it. You just start to tell yourself those things are true. So I'm confident, I'm healthy, I am light, I am radiant. You're going to start to believe it the more you tell yourself those things. And you're counteracting the stories of unworthiness. And then your actions are going to start to line up with those things. And it's not an all or nothing thing. You know, you're not going to tell yourself you're confident and healthy and wake up the next day and only eat kale, because that also that wouldn't be healthy. It's going to be in the small moments where you'll be like, well, would the healthy version of me make this choice or this choice? And would the confident version of me make this choice or this choice? And you're going to start to choose the choices that are in alignment with the version of yourself you want to be, which will then totally change your life. So I utilize this in wellness, in health and wellness, but I also utilize it in things that I want to manifest for my business or in my personal life. Like, I'm currently on the search for my dream home. And so I'm like, well, you know, Melanie, who already has her dream home, where would she be going? What would she be doing? And that kind of mindset will change your actions, right? And that's what this is all about, is changing the way you're treating yourself, changing the way you're treating others, changing the way you're showing up in your life so that you can show up as the best version of you. And if you are vibing with this, if you're really enjoying this kind of content and material, I'd love to know. And also, we're going to be going really deep on this in the 30 Days to Healthy and Confident program, so that you can, with support and all of the tools I have to offer you, from holding certifications in intuitive eating, integrative nutrition, yoga, fitness, energy healing, Jungian psychology, and more. I have like so many things I can give you, so many tools I can give you and personalize for you, so that you, as you change your thoughts and you change your actions and you change your life, you're fully supported. So often what stops us are these, as I mentioned, the stories you tell yourself. If you feel that you are not deserving of the things that you want, you're not going to have them. So you have to change the story you're telling yourself. If you believe you're lazy, you're going to act that way. If you believe you're unmotivated, if you believe that you have no self-control, that's a whole other conversation. Self-control doesn't exist. We have a physiological response system that tells us what to do and what not to do, especially around food. And that whole thing is a whole other conversation. If you're interested in that, you can listen to one of my podcasts about intuitive eating and another one about why dieting doesn't work. I go deep on that. But if you're telling yourself these stories, then you're going to act in alignment with those stories. And you're going to act as the lazy, unmotivated X, Y, or Z version of yourself. But if you tell yourself the story that you are already successful in the areas you want to be successful in, then you're going to start acting in alignment with that. And then you'll become the person that you want to be. And it's simple, but it's not necessarily easy to do. It takes some time, it takes a lot of support, and there's a lot of different tools you can utilize to get to that place and to changing the relationship you have with yourself so that you can do those things with ease. And if you want to learn how to do that, we're going to talk about it in 30 Days to Healthy and Confident. I have an 8-chapter guide for you that breaks down all of the things you need to know about transforming your body and life with self-love. And you're also going to get weekly coaching sessions with me, in which I help you move through any blocks or barriers that are holding you back and give you direct, individualized support. And then along with that, you're going to receive a private Facebook group with the other women in the program. And you can chime in there anytime. I know the women that are signing up for the program are amazing women. Some of them have done my programs before, and they are phenomenal. So if you're ready to be in a space of incredible women who know what you're going through, know how you feel, have similar goals, and are ready to support you, then this is for you. 30 Days to Healthy and Confident starts on Friday. Sign-ups close Thursday on January 2nd. So definitely sign up soon. And if you have any questions about it, just send me a message. And I'd love to help you create the life of your dreams in the next year. You know, we're starting a new year and a new decade. So look at what you want for yourself and reflect on the stories you're telling yourself and see where you can create change in the way you're speaking to yourself so that you can be the person that you want to be. And I'd love to help support you in doing that. So you can sign up at melaniemaunico.com. That's melaniemaunico.com. And I cannot wait to see you in the program. Sending you all my love. Happy Sunday, friends. If you felt inspired or moved by what you heard today, then be sure to leave a rating and review. I would love to hear what you're vibing with so I can create more incredible content to help you transform your life with self-love. Be sure to connect with me on Instagram at The Self-Love Lifestyle, on Facebook at The Self-Love Lifestyle, and you can also sign up for my mailing list and find free downloads, resources, and more at melaniemaunico.com. That's melaniemaunico.com. And be sure to subscribe to the Self-Love Lifestyle podcast so you never miss an episode. I'll see you next week, my love.